Hey, you guys, welcome back to Reports on China. I am Andy here in Shanghai, China, obviously still in lockdown. That's why you see me here at home. We're under day number 28 already of the citywide lockdown, which began in my area on the 1st of April, and there's really no end in sight. So I thought I'd better come back here and do a proper sit-down video. I have been doing nightly live broadcasts ever since the 28th of February. We've had 1 or 2 nights off, but otherwise every night, every evening, which you can find here on the Reports on China YouTube or my Twitter page, which is at AndyBXXX, but it is mainly broadcast to Shanghai Daily's platforms, especially the Shanghai Daily WeChat. So if you're in China and you want to watch live over there, do follow the Shanghai Daily WeChat. Now, I wanted to bring up a little tweet today that I saw, which kind of peed me off. This is by a guy called Michael. Now, he is from the AFP, which is obviously an international media news agency. Actually started in France, but they have headquarters all around the world, including Hong Kong. So I've seen that this guy's name is written in traditional script, not simplified, which we use here on the mainland. Now, take from that what you will. But anyway, he did this post here this tweet that really peed me off. He says, "Officer tells me I can't film mass COVID testing outside a public street in Beijing today, as officials pose for photos in the back. The irony here speaks for itself." Now, what's really annoying about this is that this is gaining traction. As you see here, at the time of recording, he already has 142,000 views, 1,400 likes. But the annoying thing about it is that this video, the text he's putting here, the tweet for this video, is completely misleading, and he's hoping his viewers, the majority of which don't speak Mandarin and won't understand what's happening. So I did a reply here, which thankfully is getting quite a bit of traction. I said, "Dude, I know you're relying on your followers not understanding Mandarin and then believing your premise that you can't film. That is low. Put subtitles on, then everyone will see. You can film, and it's you being unreasonable." So basically, it's all bull. What I'll do is I'll play the video here and guide you guys. The reporter says, "Can't I stand here?" The police officer says, "Absolutely not." He said, "Just stand over there. Just stand over there and film." And you can see all these people are lining up to do COVID testing. So obviously, Beijing is under a bit of a situation here with COVID, and they need to maintain 1 meter. They're not, but it's not good to be really close to people right now. The reporter says, "If I stand here or over there, what's the difference?" He says, "You need to listen to me. Do you understand?" He said, "This area here is a safety area, or a dangerous area, sorry. And for your safety, you need to stand over there." So basically, behind this guy here, you can see is a testing area for COVID. And obviously people who are in there are wearing protective gear. And this officer here is obviously in charge of this area. He just said, "You stand on the side and film to your heart's desire." This is a dangerous. And then the reporter said, "I don't understand." And the police officer said, "What do you mean you don't understand? Are you police? Yes. Then you tell me, where does this law come from?" And he said, "I'm telling you, it's epidemic prevention. Epidemic prevention. Do you understand?" He said, "I understand." He said, "You stand there. Don't block people's way, and you can film from there." So basically, that is what's going down. The officer didn't say anything about you're not allowed to film, you can't be here, you can't do this, you can't do that. He just said, this is an unsafe area, they're doing testing here, you can't stand here. Now the officer, you must understand, I think, a part of Chinese culture here which people in the West may not understand. And this is what this report is banking on, is that culture is quite different here. It can be quite to the book in many instances. People really want to follow the rules. Now, this officer, you can see in the video here, there's an area there, and it's kind of cordoned off by plants and stuff like that. And so basically, that will be the area that he is looking after. He needs to make sure that it's in order. So basically, for Western eyes, when you look at this, you might say, it's only like 1 meter, 2 meters. What's the problem? But in China, it is actually a big deal. That is, you can't be inside that area. It's that simple. So as you can see from this example, basically, it is not anywhere near what the guy is saying. The irony here speaks for itself. But the good thing is that people are calling him out for it, and especially a lot of likes here from my comment, and a lot of other people also calling him out for his ball, including David Fishman, who's, again, similar thing. You must be counting on your audience being non-Chinese speakers. At no point did the officer tell you you couldn't film. He asked you to stand in a different location if you wanted to film. You answered like a whiny child, seemingly hoping to instigate something shameless. It is very, very true. So this guy, yeah, he's clearly either from Hong Kong or Taiwan. It shouldn't matter, but I think if you want to read into that a little bit, you probably can. He does definitely, I think, want to cause some kind of, ill will towards the authorities there in Beijing, when really if he just, took a moment to understand Chinese culture and gave his followers a translation of what's going on, they would see straight away that it's not at all what he's saying. But this is something that has been going on for a long time in China. You guys may remember this annoying guy from a Dutch reporter who was at the Olympics. He was purposefully putting himself inside a controlled area in the same way, hoping to be moved along by this guy who had been chasing them for blocks because they kept ignoring the rules. There was an area around the Olympics which had been set up as a security area. Obviously, events like the Olympics and things like that can attract a lot of negative attention, maybe some kind of threats, things like that. People want to bank on the world watching to carry out maybe terrorist attacks or whatever it is. So there are safety areas or controlled areas around these kind of places. Now, this guy has been well known to cause this kind of trouble. The guy in the video here, this volunteer, he said in the video that, come on, I've already told you. I told you before, you're making me chase you around and my whole body, I'm sweating, from having to chase you around. I told you, just move up the road. So basically, it's a similar situation. All this guy had to do was move to the approved area, which is just probably not even 50 meters away. But of course, he wanted to cause this kind of drama. So basically, what I want to say is here, really people need to keep Chinese culture in mind, I think, when looking at these kind of videos. It is easy for Westerners to see police coming along and saying, move along, or you can't film here, and think that it's something nefarious, that there's something to hide. But oftentimes, actually most of the time, if you dig just a little bit deeper, you will see, if you understand Chinese culture, look at the situation from the context of China, you will see that it is anything but nefarious. It's just the way things are done here. And as with that Twitter video by that AFP journalist, he wasn't being told he couldn't film in any way. So yeah, basically that's all for today, you guys. I've blabbed on enough. Thank you for continuing to watch my live stream at 7:30 p.m. Beijing time every day. If you haven't, come along or watch the playback, whatever. I would love to see you there. And until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.